The PlayStation 5, $700. This is my YouTube face. Oh no, the sky's falling. And we're gonna talk about it. Y'all, what is up? Mr. Right Way here. We are talking about this PS5 craziness because Sony broke the internet today, and we're here to discuss it. We got some familiar faces on, and somebody returning after a long ass time. Man, look at this dude in the bottom. What's this? What's this?
Man, I had to dab on him real quick. That old school, just you know, Squidward.
Yeah, that's what I live you like. I said they never did that in a long time. That's
2015 energy right there, man.
Wow, that's funny. That's funny as hell. What's up, man?
Not much, man. Chilling, you know, just enjoying life, you know, seeing all the crazy stuff happening, especially this, you know, these past couple of weeks, especially today. And, you know, I was telling you guys before, I'm done sitting on the sidelines, just trying to get back in it, man. Just trying to get back in it. And
all right,
what better place to start than, you know, I mean, Crying Jim Ryan ain't here anymore, but hey, look, they still delivering some good PlayStation news. So I say, hey, man, let's get into it, man. I'm ready.
Hey, people been crying all day, boy.
Sir, ooh, boy, I'm ready.
I swear, like 90% was negative.
Mm-hmm.
Negative, and for good reason. I understand it, but we're gonna talk about it. This, how you feel? What is it, man? Like you said, man. Hey, how does it feel to buy a modern Neo Geo?
Nah, Megan was he was the one that blasted me. He was like, bro, they finally broke the record. I had so many people laughing at that, like the modern day Neo Geo. I was like, if it's the Sony, play Neo Geo. That's what I call it.
The Sony Neo Geo. The Sony Play
Pro
Neo Geo.
The Pro Geo 5. Man, to be honest, I didn't even look at the video at first.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm not going to buy it, so it's not a big deal to me. And then I started seeing the video, and I was like, okay, let me see what the specs are with this and features, and then the lack of things that this console is coming with. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, they are squeezing that lemon dry right now. I'm like, come on, dude. This.
What they say? What? I don't know what it was. Is it Sony Pony or some shit like that? I don't get that. I guess it's. I never found that. I always found it funny, like Sony ponies. Okay, it's like, do people? Is that supposed? Okay, that would be an insult, Megan. What is that? What does that mean?
It's a. I can't remember the exact year, but I think it started around like 2014, 2015, something around there. But it's pretty much like a metaphor for like, you know, the ponies are in the barnyard, they're in the stables, they're clacking their hooves, and you know, whatever the masters say, you know, the ponies are gonna do it. So they say high, they say jump, you say high. They do that. So that's hey, I didn't coin it. I was just there, happen to be there at ground zero.
That's what somebody. This is Sony pony. I was thinking like, okay, do they have like are they trying to find something that rhymes with Sony? I guess that's Sony and pony, it does rhyme. But don't they know that ponies are expensive? I mean, shit, a pony don't. Hey, that's like an $8,000 course or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around that price.
It rhymes with Sony lame as yeah, dude.
I mean, well, how Sony's moving now? I mean, it kind of fit, to be honest. You know, like they stallions out here, bro. They trying to get that stallion's money's worth. So they trying to live up to their name, man. I can't blame them. Can't blame them, bro.
Sony pony, oh goodness, that's funny as heck. But anyway, you know, hey man, like I don't know. I guess I'm the only one. I said the only one. I'm with a few. I'm in the 10% of that Sony. Okay, of that Sony price. Don't get me wrong. That Sticker Shock, I was like, God dang, 700. Woo, they was smoking. I was like, hey. I can understand the outrage, but God, 7 bones.
You know that gift when that dude's looking in his wallet. He's like,
you know what?
I ain't got it.
A lot of people who making the reaction videos and upset are going to buy it. Let's get that out the way.
Okay, so we talked about this earlier, right?
It's going to buy it. Yeah.
Every single content creator that I saw put out a video today bashed the fact that the price was high. There wasn't a lot of features worth the value in this. And then all that was done and said, I'm still going to buy it because I have to. I'm going to write it off. I'm going to write off my taxes.
Here you go. This is a new PS5 right here.
The year 2024. That is essentially.
Actually, you know what? Double it, and then it would be inflation.
That's true.
Inflation.
Oh yeah, inflation.
No.
Inflation is bad.
I mean, but here's the thing: will a PS5 Pro hold its value in 20 years?
No,
probably not.
None of these systems will.
No,
none of these systems will.
Look, the AI features sounds great. The CPU GPUs, increasing in size sounds awesome. The technical analysis, all that stuff sounds good. But here was the main topic that I heard throughout numerous YouTube channels, Facebook groups, online groups, all day long. We're at the point now. Why don't I just go buy a PC? That's
and
what
look what Trent said. He said, Trent's text said, make PC gamers upset again. Which they was hot.
Hey, go ahead and put that on a hat, man. Go and trademark it.
I'm gonna put it on a blue and white hat, like for Sony, like say blue and white. Put that on there. But no, all right, so guys, if you just join us, we're talking about Sony breaking the internet with the $700 PS5 Pro. We are here to get the feelings out. We talk about it. You can be for it, you can be against it. Hey, we're all here to have fun. Hey, talk your noise in the comments. I'm putting it up. Hey, if you're on Facebook, talk noise. If you're on X, talk noise. If you're on YouTube, talk noise. Make sure it gets us out. Bring people in. We want to talk about this because seriously, this is a big deal. I see it from both sides, but I'm saying it for right now. I am buying one day one already today. I really went and got my disc drive. It'll be here Saturday from GameStop. Surprisingly, GameStop. It's not sponsored by GameStop, but
this is sponsored by GameStop.
Hey, GameStop, come on, boy. Hit your boy. Hit your boy and come on, hit your boy. We friends now.
Power to the players only if you have the physical drive. But if you don't,
tell me about it.
Okay, so but I want to look at this from both sides. So tonight I want to take the side of for it. Ness and Omega is definitely against it, and that's great. And Ness may be a little bit in the middle, but my boy Ness, he usually like, all right, he said he might go off tonight. So we're all here. Thank everybody for coming to chat. Dang, we got 78 people already on this joint. Y'all want to talk about this?
My God, they said,
we gotta see
on a Tuesday.
We gotta put up people. So video game source, shout out. Jalen, shout out. LR the realest, shout out.
This is on some Dave Chappelle.
Look at all this.
Oh my God, where's Ja Rule to make sense out of all this?
Hey, bro, I'll be honest here. Like, I made a comment earlier that I am sticking to my guns. I am not buying a PlayStation 5. So much so,
no,
that if y'all see me pick up a PlayStation 5 and the first person to call me out, I will give away a Neo Geo game.
He want to give away a Neo Geo game.
Are you tripping? Are you crazy?
No, you got like 3 or 4 extras. You know you want to give away a Neo Geo game. So you stop. Give away a PS5 Pro.
I mean, hell, that's the price of a PS5 Pro right there. One Neo Geo game.
Hey, hold on. I need to repeat that one more time, just in case we had this on future record. You said, okay, I think you should start with like, I hereby, Ness, am stating that if, go on.
Say it. Go ahead, go this.
I'm trying to get the
Y'all hold to this.
We're going to have this in writing. It's on. It's
already on video. Go ahead.
It's already on video. I said, and disclaimer, fine print, I said me purchasing it. And I'll also add any family member, wife, all that. Nah, don't buy it for me. If I got it for free somehow, it's a giveave. I'm giving it away.
Preemptively saying it's a giveaway. Oh, I got you. All right.
If I got it for free, I'm giving it away.
Negro, you gonna buy it.
Language.
He said, nah, ain't time for that, man.
Nah. I'm serious, man. I'm like, tell me this. Let me ask a legitimate question here. And this goes for everybody in the chat too. Where the game's at? What game is going to really benefit from this? Every game they showed in that show, well, not showcase, but that 5-minute clip, 10-minute clip, was every game that we've already played. And what we saw it on PlayStation 4 Pro. Oh, it's getting enhanced to PS5, and you're going to enhance it again? What for some reflections in water and glass? That's it?
Don't forget the banner in the background that looks slightly more red and slightly more detailed.
And some color contrast. And I gotta pay another $150, damn near $200 more.
Well, look at Mr. Longwolf. Is it worth paying $700? Depends on who's willing to douse their wallets in gasoline.
Hey, you like it, I love it. If you got the money to do it, by all means. If it's something that, like, hey, I like buying every console. If you're like the iPhone folks that want to buy it every other day,
man. Yo, even don't be starting on iPhone, bro. I mean,
I got an iPhone, but I don't buy a new iPhone every year. I don't do that. So
I'm still walking the 12 Pro Max, so I ain't upgrading until
I'm still on iPhone 14 Pro.
Same.
I mean, like,
I'm
that nice little camera thing is nice, but like I'm still thinking like, man, do I really want to, like, unless I sell this phone for $1,000 and then I can switch that over and pay it off in like a month or two. I don't see myself like really just, I want it. Do I need it? No. And like I said, let's talk about that. This PS5. Nobody needs this system. Nobody needs it. But I'm trying to see where was the anger. The anger I saw was the $700, right? It seems like PlayStation stepped on their dog and doused their baby out the window, threw their baby out the window with the bathwater too. It was like, y'all help me understand, because being realistic, this PS5 Pro, you don't have to buy it, right?
Nope.
Everybody was like, but was people expecting? Was there expectations? Like, people expected PlayStation to do something like, I guess, cheaper or something, I guess.
Let me throw this analogy to you, right? So take any of your favorite cereals out there right now. Fruity Pebbles, Captain Crunch, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Steven loved that when you said that.
Let's go back. You pay what, $3, $4, $5 for the biggest family size box, and that's generally what, 27, 31 ounces, whatever, of cereal. You're paying that price. Over the last couple of years, you see that same price, but they reduce the ounces, the amount of cereal that you're getting in that box.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that I see with this PlayStation 5 Pro. We are getting less and we're paying more. No stand, and the stand is $40. What?
But you know what? Let's go back to stand. Let me interject on the stand. Y'all, stop complaining about that damn stand. Like, my PS5,
the stand just a show.
I know, but my PS5, a lot of people PS5 don't need that stupid stand.
No, they don't.
It's just literally an accent piece just to make it look slightly better because of that silver trimming on it. That's literally
nobody really uses that. I don't use my stand. My PS5 is sitting right there. I don't use that stand. I took the stand off. I mean, okay, that's great. Now the disc drive, I can see that. Yes, I can see that.
I'm all the way tripping on that disc drive, bro.
Yeah, that was the breaking point for me.
Yeah.
That was a breaking point for y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess my old ass, getting older, like, I love retro games, I love older games, I love physical games, right? Don't get me wrong, right? I love my physical games. I think I already say, okay, you know what? Digital is okay. I'm okay with it. A lot of people are not. It's like that transition is still hard for a lot of gamers. Pause. It's still difficult for a lot of gamers. It is. That transition is still difficult. Look at PC players. PC players don't give a dang about no physical, really. They still buy it, but Steam has a great place where you can resell your games and stuff, right? And so I get it. I see it from both sides. It just, I think one side is so popular now, let's go in, let's go negative, let's go get this. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that's gonna make this PS5 Pro sell in just a minute. But we don't get to that. But it just, y'all help me understand, because I see it from both ends. I'm going to get it, but I don't. The disc drive is really not that. It's not really a big deal no more to me.
It's not. As a physical collector yourself that goes out and buys physical media all the time, a disc drive isn't important to you at all. So you go and buy.
I was reading the comments somewhere. Say it one more time.
PS4 games, all that.
You said what now?
I've said, as you being a collector of physical video games and going out finding PS4, PS5 games, a disc drive isn't important to you.
a disc drive is important to me on the older stuff. The newer stuff I already conceded are like this shit ain't gonna happen.
So you don't buy PS4 games.
I buy PS4 games. I play them on my PS4 or my PS5. But I'm okay with the fact of not having the disc. I already like okay. What made me say okay about this was one, seeing people play the Switch and not really buy many Switch. I ain't gonna say not many people, but like kids and stuff like that who I buy gifts and stuff for, they rather have the digital stuff, right? And then when the PS5 dropped, they dropped 2, and that mother sucker without the disc drive, I said, oh, there's the future right there. And I already said, you know what? Hey, it's over. Why fight what's coming? I'm okay with it. But Sony does care about the consumer about it, but you're going to pay for it. They ain't giving that stuff away. Oh, yeah. They put that disc drive separate when they remodeled that PS5 Slim, and I said, "Oh, it's gonna be like that." And then when I saw the Pro, all sitting there like this, is still like, "Hey, look at me, big old rounder! Look at me!" You know, that thing didn't have no disc drive. I said, "Oh, the future is here, brother. Ain't no more." Now they gonna make it, but y'all, we gotta get used to us older gamers. A lot of who are complaining the most is all of us older gamers. A lot of old gamers.
Yeah, we're the ones with the money.
Majority, yeah,
with the money.
Like the average gamer is what 35, and it's only going up because the older generation they're still like.
Look at that digital game. A game is a game. A game is a game. You know.
Okay. Let's take it to that point right there. Let's take it to that point right there.
You got to take it.
You want to have a digital console, right? You want to have a digital console, and half the time these consoles don't even pack enough storage for half the games that we want to download anyway, unless we're just cloud-based games, and then we have latency there in some cases sometimes too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it really helping us right now? Like, if they were smart about it, they would have said.
Look at it right here. This is you don't watch Blu-rays, 4K, saying that you don't mind a physical disc and just copy. No, I mean I do. I really do. And you didn't hear what the hell I just said. I said on the newer stuff, Blu-rays play on the PS4 perfectly. I got a whole season of Dragon Ball on Blu-ray. I play 4K movies. I buy those, but those don't sell no more. I play those on the fucking Xbox. I mean, it's easy to play, but on this newer stuff that's coming out, I understand that these things are not going to get here. I don't complain. It's not going to help. Now, they may knock the price down, but
they're going to knock the price down.
But no, I mean, I do like, and I get it. And Hazy, let me say, thank you for tuning in. It is not attacking you, nothing like that. But I'm saying I'm not coping. I'm just understand this reality of the situation as a gamer. That ship sailed. It's gone.
I think the reality now is that
I people see it. People see the reality.
No, the reality is Nintendo is going to take it all. It's they've won. Nintendo has won. Oh yes, by far.
Okay, I said this on Twitter today.
Comes out, it's they're wiping the floor with Microsoft, Sony. It's done. It's done. And now, mind you, okay. There are a subset of different genre and games that PlayStation and Microsoft have that Nintendo don't. So that's the only outlier. But in terms of if they pull out all the stops right now, because Nintendo's being really quiet about what they're planning on doing, what they're releasing for their next console.
$499.
Huh?
$499. The new Switch. If the Switch is $499. It does not do backward compatibility.
Do backwards compatible?
Yeah, I'm sure it will too. Okay.
No. If it's like backwards compatible, but not physical backwards compatible. Nintendo does stuff like that.
They do.
Look at the history. I'm looking at Nintendo's history. They did it with the Wii U. I mean, they did it with the Wii for GameCube, and they took it away. They did it with the Wii U, and they shut that shit down. I'm just saying, I got a feeling. I hope it don't happen. But if it does, that Nintendo gonna look like we selling these things like hotcakes. $499, backwards compatibility, digital only, and it's over.
And like in. Oh, you saying this?
Go ahead.
Oh no, because me and Ness were actually talking about this a little bit through chat earlier today, and the thing about that is like with Nintendo, when we were talking about everything that happened with the PS5 Pro, like we were saying, like they quite literally handed Nintendo like a pretty much a roll of the red carpet for them in terms of just now they're in a state to where they can just completely just clear house, basically saying that, you know, once they revealed all the tech specs and stuff like that happened today, and then supposedly we're supposed to be having some type of direct either this month or next month, something like that. And then when you think about how both Xbox and PlayStation position themselves this generation, technically, well, we already know you don't need Xbox for anything. And
no,
you see how PlayStation, and you see how PlayStation is moving. It's like, yeah, a lot of their stuff is coming out on PC like a year, sometimes 2 years later. But as you can, like, it wasn't even 7 or 8 years ago to where these exact words were said by I can't remember if it was Jim Ryan or it was Sean Layden, but they were on some. We would never want to put any of our games on any of our competitors' platforms because it would devalue our platform. Those are just like straight words. Because of course, when you're in business, you want to make your platform or whatever you're selling the most appealing you can. You do that with the games, right? So you're looking at PlayStation, it's like, oh man, PlayStation 5 Pro. I already have a PlayStation, but I don't technically need it. But if I'm in a market to try to get a PC or something else, if I just wait an additional year or something like that, those games come to that platform anyway. But as opposed to Nintendo, you can't get their games anywhere else legally. That is, I mean, unless you pirate or ROM hack or something like that.
And then they come get you.
Then
Nintendo ninjas come and get you. So it's like
cut your toes off there,
man. The value proposition Nintendo has over the Sony, it's insane because I'm pretty sure you guys already know. Like they have a curb stomp over Japan, Marco.
It's
just like there's almost damn near almost every single household has a Switch in it. Compared to Sony, there's barely people even buying PS5s because one, they don't like the thing because it's too damn big.
Bro,
they don't like the system of it.
Go look at my Japan videos. You will see more Switch games, more PS4 games in there. PS4, they barely like PS4 because it slides right in there, right? Pause, but
right in there.
Slides right up in there. All smooth. But no, you're right about that, you know. But I really do think the next PlayStation, the next Switch will probably be digital backwards only, not physical. It'll be great if it comes out $399 backwards compatibility with all your old Switch titles. Oh, it's game over.
It's a wrap.
It's right. It's game over.
Even the rumors that I was reading about PS5 Pro potentially having backwards compatibility for all the way back to PS1. I'm like, I know it's hard to do that, especially with the PS3 games for emulation and the code and all that stuff that goes involved. It's really hard to do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If they were somehow able to do that, even just for this console, I'm not saying they could do it on the PS6 or anything like that, but if they just did it for this console, it would be a night and day conversation right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Just for that feature alone, backwards compatibility.
Five generations worth of games.
Oh my God.
That alone, like you guys already seen how the retro market is starting to come up with GameStop. It's like, can you imagine PS5 Pro? Not only can you play PS5 games at a higher resolution, higher frame rate, your PS4 games, those get extra boost, but you also do PS1 through 3. That's a drop right there. It's like, you want how much for you want 800? Shoot, I'll sell my.
I will buy that.
Like, you want what, that. Boy?
If they found a way to do that, they were crazy.
If Xbox can do it, why can't they? Here's my question to that.
They don't want, you know what? The PS3 is really hard to emulate. First of all, that thing is a monstrosity. That's a beast of a machine. They still trying to figure out.
I tried on PC allegedly. I tried, but yeah, you're right.
It's hard. It's difficult, but it's difficult. I get you. It's difficult to on a PS3 to emulate a PS3. But get this though, y'all talk about that game, right? Y'all talking about all that. But what if? And I really do think this too. Grand Theft Auto 6 PS5 Pro exclusive.
No, won't happen.
I ain't gonna say it won't happen. It's gonna be the best place to play it. It's gonna be the best.
It'll 100% without a doubt. It'll definitely be the best place to play it. Exclusivity.
They're gonna push that game into PS4. They're gonna push those two together.
In terms of marketing, oh yeah, absolutely. I do think that Sony is already in talks with them and having like the exclusive marketing rights for that. Like, and it will most certainly be the best way to play it. In terms of like being console exclusive,
that's why I say, look, the best play the way the PS5 Pro. That game right there is gonna sell PS5 Pro systems.
As long as it comes out on PS5 Pro.
And honestly, that's what they're gonna market it as too, because even before it came out, like that was a rumor. Like this is a GTA 6 machine. So.
GTA 6 comes out on PS6. We got a PS6 before GTA 6.
Oh my
God. Oh damn, that's funny. Somebody said the same thing. Look, it's gonna be. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you talking about? Oh yeah, hype. Yeah, if that joint get delayed to like 2026, it's like damn. Well, you might as well wait another 2 years.
You might as well wait.
It's like wait 2 years after that, you can get it on PC. And it just so happens to be the definitive version. Well, damn, I bought this Pro over there thinking I'm gonna get the best experience. And they over there selling me $800 console.
Hey y'all, but you know what? Hey, it's kind of funny. PlayStation solved their own scalping problem, because scalpers ain't trying to get this thing to scalp it up.
You can't scalp it if you scalping it first.
Bruh.
PlayStation, y'all gonna scalp, dog, bro. And they're gonna be like this PS5 situation all over again during COVID. Nah, bro. They gonna have no 20 PS5 Pros in the back. Well, maybe Alex might, but you know.
Oh my goodness.
They ain't gonna happen though. That ain't gonna happen.
They'll probably put out like some special edition with the cool plates and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Spice it up for whatever game's out. I don't know, but
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny. It's
gonna be more hilarious than anything. So,
but this announcement like broke the freaking internet. I mean, everywhere I went, I was just like asking folks, like, "Yo, no, hell no." It's like, okay, y'all, dang. I should have put a video out today and got some views.
There were people acting like they had killed their firstborn child. It was like, ain't no way, fuck that guy. Like, no, what guy? What guy you talking about? Who hurt you? Like,
I know, like, dang, talk about GameStop PTSD or GameStop hurt, PlayStation hurt. But you know what? They're gonna be in 2 weeks. People gonna forget about this. Nintendo come along. Oh, this is gonna be like the talking point for the next 2 weeks. But like, hey, now me and Ness was talking about this is Xbox time. Xbox fanboys, Xbox PlayStation haters. This y'all time to shine.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but
this ain't time to shine. Yeah, Xbox ain't got nothing to do.
That digital Series X ain't it. That ain't it.
Or that sparkly one that's like what 3 terabytes or 4 terabytes.
Man, I really don't care at this point. You could put 10 terabytes in an Xbox at this point, and like, I need some games, bro. Like,
that's an overall problem, bro. You know what?
It is an overall problem at this point. It is an overall problem, and like, you know what kind of sucks with this whole PlayStation thing right now? It's like it comes like right after a week with Concord and all that nonsense that went down, like pulling it off the servers and all that.
Got my controller.
This guy.
Son of a bitch.
I would have thought they would have probably saved this for like the showcase, like where you actually have some games to talk about.
They ain't got no games.
Hey, Ness,
nobody ain't got no games. Ain't nobody got no games.
Did y'all peek the games that they were showing as like highlights for? They showed Infamous Second Son. I said, ain't no way y'all are showing.
No, they didn't. They showed Infamous Second Son.
Yes, they showed Infamous. I said, ain't no way y'all showing a game from 2014. I said,
that game dope though, man.
Oh, it is.
That game dope. That game is good. That's an underrated game. Have you played in this?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
No, I like the game. I'm just trying to understand why would you put games that we've already played out already? Like they put the side by side. Here's what it is with the PlayStation 5, and here's what it is with the PlayStation Pro. As you can see, the ray tracing and AI features are doing this and this and this, and like, Bro, I can barely see the difference,
Hey,
bro.
don't ever do that again, man. You almost put me to sleep with that NyQuil, boys. Never do that again, man. Boy, you got Warner Brother before you start speaking Mark Cerny's song, man. That's man. If I want a good night's sleep, all I gotta do is play that ASMR, man. But I'm sorry. Continue.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the right or wrong way of. I don't know what the answer is anymore with this industry, because Xbox isn't doing it with the games. PlayStation is.
They said Microsoft.
They still got some good games. Don't get me wrong. They just it's not on par of what we've been accustomed to seeing. I'm starting to feel a little PS3 era-ish right now.
Now you're feeling like that?
I'm starting to feel that.
Now you're feeling. Oh, that's funny.
Now I'm feeling. Well, I mean, I was salty after the Knights of the Old Republic thing, so I'm still mad at PlayStation for that.
He's still
dropping the bag on that. I was hella salty. I would have never bought one.
Yeah, that's the reason you even got.
Hey,
understandable.
Look at this right here. Yeah, we saw that they upped the price for the controller by $5.
By the DualShock or the DualSense?
No, the DualSense. The DualSense.
I was about to say, they price gouging for PS4 controllers.
Was that? Well, the Concord controller, we noticed that was
$85. Remember,
$85. It was priced higher.
I did, and you asked me. They said, "Why is that price higher?
Higher than the other ones?" Yeah. So that was just a test, and they were like, "Oh, we've sold so many of these. Let's go ahead and make the rest of them the same price." Like, bro, that's
because the original MSRP was what, like $70, like 75. What was
it was like what, 75, right?
It was PS5 controllers were 74. Was $74. It was $74.99.
Damn.
Oh, you're right. They did. Boy, they did that with the utmost swiftness too. I'm just now seeing that.
Yeah, they're gonna get away with it because I mean, you need a controller. These controllers ain't that great, you know. I mean, to keep them in the box, yeah, but I mean, okay, I heard this from GameStop. They had trouble keeping PS5 controllers in stock.
Why?
I asked them same thing. Said I guess they was cleaning them out, especially after this darn college football. They said
bro, college football been popping, man.
That college football, they sold out of Xbox Series S's. They sold out of Xbox controllers. They sold through a lot of their PS5 controllers. They had to up giving more money for PS5 controllers. People turn them in and stuff like that.
It's a sports game of the year by far. For sure,
yeah, it's probably gonna be.
Yeah, I've been hearing nothing but good things about it too. Yeah. I'm like, man, it's been about 10. It's been about 10 years. So I will hope that they put all.
They did it good. They did it right. I mean, all the players. I think the NIL they paid each player like $600. I think there was a couple of people that were holding out. They had like lawyers and stuff. They wanted more money, but
look at Video Home Votary.
What up, Votary?
You can say, Voter, you want to jump in? You can jump in real quick too. Talk about this and talk to Noah about the PS5 if you want to. But yeah.
Oh man, I don't know, man. It's what games are coming out? What's on the showcase?
You talking about
for PlayStation? Yeah, the next couple of weeks.
The next couple of weeks, well, Space Marines that just dropped.
That just dropped.
In terms of like exclusives, I mean, nothing really. But for something that I think that could probably take advantage of it, I mean, if anything, most of the stuff like Death Stranding 2, maybe Silent Hill, but other than like, if you're talking about like hard hitting reasons to this is why you want to get a PS5 Pro, like honestly, man, they just showed less older games, stuff that came out this year or the past couple of years. Because I'm not sure if you guys looked at the list of all the games that have been taking advantage of it. I saw a few that was like, all right, well, I can see this, that, and the third needing that, like Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh, they desperately need a pro for that.
But guess what though? You know what? You're right. Some of these games, right? Okay, so it's crazy, right? COVID threw everything out of whack, right? Everything out of whack. Because I really do think the PS5 Pro should have been the PS5, right?
It should have.
It should have been the PS5 Pro is the PS5. It is the PS5. I really do think that. The PS5, it wasn't needed because it wasn't a jump. We all say that. We said from the PS4 Pro to the PS5, there's really no difference. Now PS4 Pro to the PS5 Pro. All the PS's. Pause.
Over here, the PS4 to the PS5, the PS4 Pro to the PS5 Pro
is a huge jump. It's a huge jump. So yeah, it's wild. What?
Nothing, man. I'm just okay. When I got rid of my PS4.
Yep.
I knew eventually I was going to get another PlayStation. So when PlayStation 5 came out, I'm like, okay, first thing I looked at was what games do I want? What games are going to be good? Of course, we've already talked about it at length. One game that I really, really wanted, I don't see it. Xbox, I always get Xbox just because a majority of the folks I play with play on Xbox or PC. So It's always just been easier for me to play it on Xbox. And then, we're linked up through Xbox Live chat because the PC players can link up through Xbox Live easy enough, and it's gravy. PS5 for me, I have a small group of people that I play with, but I mean, Helldivers 2 maybe, and then right now I'm playing a lot of solo games, Black Myth Wukong, which I am super surprised they didn't use that game for the showcasing of what else could it do. So that left the question mark to me. I'm like, you just had this huge game that's been in development for like 4+ years, and they've tried to throw everything at this game in terms of graphic capabilities and visuals and everything, and you don't showcase that game, saying that the PS5 Pro can do this. I'm like, I'm sure it can. I'm sure it probably will, but
look what we get. Marcus, Mr. No, look at him.
What up?
Yo.
He said, let me throw that Luigi hat on real quick. Somebody about to take some L's, bro. Like I got what's up.
It was already on deck, man.
He said take some L's. What's up, man? Everybody seen you in like forever. Over here this wide. How you been?
Yeah. I've been good, brother. I've been good, man. I had to come on. I seen the OG.
Wait, hold on. He came upgraded, y'all. Y'all hear this? This dude got like new lights, new microphone, look, new hat, new. Look, he came. Hey,
old school, goddamn logo, all that, man.
Hey. Everybody can't be sponsored by Nintendo. Hey, everybody can't be sponsored by Nintendo. This dude, everything. Look at him, Mr. Nintendo.
Man, you know what I'm saying? gotta do it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do it. Hey, ho! Y'all don't even know about that. There.
What is that?
Hey,
okay.
He's legit.
Wait, hold on. He got to put that full screen. God,
just let y'all know, and that was part of the contract stipulation. They say you're gonna rock with us, but you gotta get you gotta get that brand, bro. You gotta get that permanent brand, bro.
He's branded.
Yeah, man.
Wow, he's branded forever, boy. That's dope.
Man.
Hey, you know what? That's dope. I ain't got no tattoo, but that's dedication, right? Hey, video game tattoos are dope. That's pretty dope, bro.
I've been thinking about it. I really have.
Really?
I've been thinking about it for a while, and I get really impulsive, and I was just like, you know what? I got the Nintendo logo first. Went back to saying, guy, I got Mario. I was like, I got to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, though. I mean, hey, no, seriously, put your you put your money where his mouth is, did you? False. So you seen the discourse today, the craziness, Xbox and Xbox, PlayStation and broke the internet. What do you think about it, man?
Man, I watched it, man. I was in and out of training and meetings at work, and so I had a second to watch it when it went live. I had a feeling it was going to be PS5 Pro, so I watched it. And I'm like, all right, that's cool, whatever. And then I saw the price, and then I saw people like, yeah, they ain't got a disc. I'm like, yeah, I noticed that. Nobody talked about that. I'm like, yeah, that's a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what they got up the sleeve, but
bro, they're low key calling the dickless PlayStation. I said, whoa, hold on. PlayStation got nothing. I said, hold on,
all the way.
Because I was about to retweet what Steve said. I was like, wait a minute, it ain't got no disc drive. It really is.
Y'all want to know what's crazy though?
All
this took place today, right? Everybody know I'm a Nintendo guy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Nintendo. But guess what I did today?
What?
What's up?
Oh, you watching
Wow.
your
Yeah, I'm about to be
Portal.
portaled up.
Hey, you know what? No. Okay. People was talking noise about the portal. And I
Yeah.
told everybody it was going to be, that thing is nice. Once you get your settings right, that thing is nasty. That thing is great.
So you know, I wasn't for the price point. I did not pay $200. I drove to a pawn shop. I got it for $125. So I was good at that price point.
That's solid. That's solid.
And then I've been seeing a lot of recent reviews lately that's saying they've been fixing a lot of bugs. And I got the only thing I did keep outside of my Nintendo, everything else is gone. I still got my PS4 game because it's a lot of stuff I want to play. So that was the main thing about it, just trying to catch up on some of the backlog or whatever. And I was like, all right, $125, that's a go, as long as I can get it for that price or whatever. So yeah, I mean, so far so good. Hooked it up. I got the college football. Seen y'all talk about that.
College football. How you like it? How you like it?
I like it, man. I got it for the low. I got that joint $25. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah.
He got it for the price. He got it for the price that Madden usually goes on sale for like a month later after everybody.
Yo, that's my thing. I wait for they go on sale, but somebody hit me in the hood. Was like, they said,
"Hey, hit you in the hood." I should have known you.
That's the best place to get it.
Right? Go ahead, boy.
I knew what an ironic place to get it.
Bro, what's crazy is I got 2 for $50. I called my homeboy. He was like, "Yeah, give me the other one." So I was like, "Hell yeah, $25. That's right up my alley."
Hey,
I like it though. It's dope.
That reminds me, we're talking about getting prices at the hood, man. Like when NBA Street first dropped, and I went over somebody's house, and I'm like, "What is this?" I mean, it just blew my mind. I said, "Jordan, all this," and it was like, today it still holds up graphically amazing.
Oh,
and then like, "Yeah, man, you want a copy?" I said, "Yeah, come outside." Dude had like 5 copies. Man, give me $20. I like, boy, I like, he was in the house testing the game and selling to brothers. I said, "Where you get it?" I said, "Can't tell you that, man, but
Can't never be like the Chrono Triggers or the
no, never that. Never that.
It's all sports games.
I'm gonna say this: you can get those games from like GameStop or whatever. Because I literally, when Tears of the Kingdom came out, I seen everybody got their collector's edition. I'm like, man, I want one. And I was on the phone with Black Ranger. Shout out to Black Ranger. I'm saying, bro, I bet you $10. I walk in the store and I come out with one. He's like, wait. I said, just wait on it. 30 minutes later, I FaceTime him. And found one. Then went and another one found it. I went right in the hood. Ain't nobody buying that. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew. Walk right in there, walk right out. Saying
a lot of folks ain't going to the hood about no games. They
just ain't buying those. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get them. Don't go look for college football or 2K. You're not getting those. You know what I'm saying? But you'll go in there, you will get some nice RPGs and anything outside of a fighting, wrestling, or you know what I'm saying? Some of that crazy guy with the L hat is the coolest. I hear you. What's up, Hazy?
He said, why is college football so popular right now? Because a game hasn't been out in like, what, 25 years? I mean, 10 years. 10 years.
It's really good. It's like Madden should position themselves more towards this play style of game. Like it's really in depth. They did a really good job on it.
That's why I've been getting out of it. Yeah, it's like, man,
I'm really happy that everybody enjoying GameStop. What is he said? Neo needs a GameStop tattoo. More like a Neo Geo tattoo.
Hey.
More like a Neo Geo tattoo. But hey, on the voter, I don't know if you listened when we was talking about it, but we were saying like now PlayStation has priced themselves in Neo Geo territory now.
Yeah. I didn't know what to expect when I seen it. I was like, man, I'm curious what they gonna sell it for. But yeah, they said 700, and then it's more for attachment and a vertical stand too, right?
Yep. Yeah. The vertical stand's $40, and then the disc drive, what, 80? Is that right? 80 for the disc drive?
Yeah. So basically,
$80.
Like, so a PSA, because I even did some research on this before I was talking to Ness. So I'm like, let me see something real quick. So when I researched this, apparently there are 61 million and climbing PS5s that were sold, and more than 50% of those are disc versions PlayStations. So that basically means for by default, 50% of those people who have, let's say, 45 million out of the 61 million that have PlayStation 5, 45 million out of those people own disc PlayStation 5s off rip $800. There's no ifs.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Dude, are we in the minority?
Think about it.
So you know what? PlayStation probably see the numbers because you know we don't know the numbers. We don't know none of that stuff. We don't know what's going behind. We don't see the data that they see. For them to push that so hard, pause. They see something. They see that something we don't see though, right? Like you said, it's almost like half and half, and it might be climbing.
It's more than half of the PlayStation 5 sold are physical PlayStation 5s because Sony
more than half. So
yeah, more than half. Sony was hoping that people would opt out for that version. Well, why? Because of course you're paying more money. It's $100 more. So that's the one that was.
That's why they okay. So that's why they split it up in this. If you want it, you can buy it, so they can satisfy two markets. Basically, they made one SKU, and then you want this add-on, pop it on.
That doesn't satisfy anybody. Though right now, because
it segments majority of them because it's like just like we're saying, like the $700 price, that's the entry price point. It's like if you're like us, like all four of us, and God knows how many people in the comment section who have shit like this. Once you see that $700 price tag, it's like, oh man, there's no disk drive. Oh, we got it right here. So there's $80. Well, damn, that's $800 off rip that I gotta pay for it, man. That's what it is. So it's like one market. It's like you can do the entry price, but you know. If you guys got a lot of physical games, hey, like you might want to buy them again, or just buy them again, or just additional $80 or $90 for that disk drive. And hey, we're not telling you to do it, but at the same time, we looking at 61 million you motherfuckers got a PlayStation 5, and more than 45 of y'all got a physical. Hey, which one y'all want? I ain't telling you gotta buy it, but at the same time,
but to that point though. What if that's all part of the ploy anyway, right? So we know that percentage of the consumer has a disc-based PS5. Well, let's put the price point here. Let's move it a step higher, and then we'll just tack it on. Someone's going to buy it. But for those that want a PS5 Pro and don't want to pay the extra money, we're just transitioning those consumers to just digital now. And now when we release a PS6, in a PS6 Pro 2.572, whatever, it's just completely digital, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Now
they training us.
This is just they're testing the market. I guarantee you that's exactly the plan to go. They're testing the market to see exactly what people will try, what people will stand, and what people won't. And from what I was seeing on Twitter and X. And a lot of people who's capping for it day one. I need to sell whatever I can get to do this, and they're looking at this stuff. And
I'm not
the sales data is gonna reflect. So that's what it is. It's they're testing the market.
They are testing
3 years, in 3.5 years.
It's over.
By the PlayStation time, PlayStation 6 drops. Oh, I can. If the PS5 Pro is 600, PS6 700 off rip. And they might even make a physical version. It may just be all digital. That's why they're testing it.
It's going to be digital. PS6 will be all digital.
Yeah.
That's what I said. We get. I already conceded. I said, you know what? I get it. This is like, hey, you better enjoy this last little bit of physical, and then they could change their mind. I mean, but I don't think so. They've been trying to get rid of all digital for years.
We have new data disks that can be used that can fit terabytes of information. So it's like, but they cost money, and then we risk a legitimate modern Neo Geo for sure when you're paying $150 a game because now that disc is expensive. But I mean, it just no one's going to do that. Especially, I mean, we're paying $700, but our brothers and sisters overseas.
They
get
Japan, the UK, especially Japan. Hey man, I send my blessings over there, man, because y'all Sony doing y'all dirty over there.
I mean, you thought they would have get the country discount or something, but dang,
country discount.
I'm like, good lord,
Bonnie, Curtis, what's up, Curtis? Look at Curtis. If the PS5 could only play PS1 through PS5, then I would pay that for
all day.
That would be fine.
We gotta get that. Come on there, man.
And it seems like it's a window for that too. I kind of like the idea of it being a separate disk drive that you can get as an attachment, because you're still getting, you're going digital, but for the people who want the physical copies, you can get that as well.
Yeah.
Plus, it kind of gives you the option if you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, if you're gonna have it separate, right? $80. But look, at least this is what I'm gonna expect from Sony. If you're gonna sell the disc drive separate, you better make that thing backwards compatible. Because now you ain't got nothing to worry about the whole console being a whole price and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now you could just deal with that. Like, come on now. Like it's
they give
an opportunity, you know, give you the options to build that up and make it a little bit better. I think that would definitely get some more eyes on it and make people want to, you know, definitely make that buy for real.
Let me ask y'all this then. The price is $700, right? So if it said PS5 Pro $700 with the disc and PS5 Pro discless, pause. That's so hard to say sometimes.
I know what you're trying to say.
It's like $649, right? Would that be okay? Would that soften the blow a little bit?
$649 for.
So you're saying a $50 drop for the disc.
So $649
comes with the disc drive.
I mean, $700 with the disc drive, but $649 without the disc drive. Would that soften the blow?
I mean, I guess $50 worth of a blow. I guess so.
I mean, like the sticker shot though. We say $649
probably helps, but like, what did the PS5 drop at? $499, right? So you're talking about a $200 difference for virtually the same console, and we're talking about some features that may or may not apply to every single game in the library. I mean, at the end of the day, the AAA games, I knew they were going to put those and showcase those. The real question I have is for a majority of the PS4 library and the PS5 library that doesn't get a lot of love because those aren't AAA titles.
So it'll work.
Yeah, well, it's going to work regardless, but I'm talking about in terms of the visuals, is that really going to change? Is it really going to move the needle? Or is it just enough to say, oh, we did this and we changed the color scheme and it's reflective now? Like, let's be honest. If we're playing a retro game and we're putting it on a 4K scaler, of course it's going to look sharper and the colors are going to pop a little bit more on an HD TV, but that doesn't change the game at all. It really doesn't. So
okay. On some games it do, because I'll say this. Some PS4 games look so much better on a PS5.
Yeah, because they were enhanced to move to the PS5. So if we have PS5 games,
yeah, I get that.
But how much more are we enhancing? Here's the question.
Yeah, that's up to the developers, though.
And that's the thing, like,
right?
That's what Neil was saying, like, because remember at the start of this generation, both PlayStation and Xbox were heavily marketing, touting their systems to be native 4K. Base minimum of 60 frames a second up to 120 frames. Like we got at least what, like it's God of War, Horizon,
Devil May Cry 5 does that.
Yeah, there's like at least 10 games off the top of my head I can think of that utilize that. So it's like, all right, $500, and this is going to be the baseline that we're setting things there, right? By year 2, going to year 3, we're already hearing stuff like, oh, the CPU, we're bottlenecking. Like, oh, we can do 4K, but you have to switch it between fidelity mode and graphics mode. You can do 4K, but you can't do 30, but you can't do 60. I'm like, what? But you guys sold us this on the premise that this is what this generation is going to. Yes, we got faster load times, but if the main selling point of the generation is for a higher fidelity and frame rate, and then 2-3 years later, people are saying, oh, well, the technology is good, but, we got to, in order to maintain the graphics to a certain point, we got to lock it at 30. Prime example, and I'm pretty sure Ness will agree with this. Starfield, when that game first came out, what was it locked at on Xbox?
Bro,
they almost
locked
broke
at 30, right?
30.
And what did they say? They said in order to make sure that the game wasn't compromised, we felt that it was necessary to lock the game at 30 for the best optimal experience. But then almost a year later, what did they do? Drop a 60 frames per second patch. So that's like my point of contention. So these consoles were these consoles were built to do these two specific things, and it's like, now in order to do the thing that you promised to do 4 years ago, I gotta buy this other $700 thing that maybe I can get some improved frame rate and fidelity depending on the game. I got to
enhance the enhancement.
Exactly, yeah, and that's the point I was going to point out. Yeah, so it's like you're getting enhancements for PS4 and native PS5 games, but if you want enhancements of the enhancements, you gotta buy this other thing. And
Now you're the brain. Now, hey Megan, now you're the brain.
Good after that.
Hey, look, I promise you, I'm saying this right here, and anybody can clip this. They can hold this. They can hold me accountable to this. I guarantee you, because this PlayStation 5 Pro, I guarantee you, this is predominantly for GTA 6. I promise you that even with the specs that we got, the specs that they showed today, it still ain't gonna be 60.
Nope. No way.
It's probably gonna be at unlocked. Yeah, it's more likely gonna be an unlocked frame rate that fluctuates upwards to 60, but it's not gonna be no lock 60, and damn sure ain't gonna be no 120. So I'm telling you that's right now. The technology you're gonna push with that game, man, we gonna need a whole nother PC generation.
They're building those games on PC, so and then they're scaling it for the console. I mean, at this point, but when you really look at it, if I'm a developer and I have access to a PS5 Pro, or I got the PS5 Pro maybe 6 months ago and the game is halfway through production and we're just fine tuning. Well, I'm not going to go back and readjust the game and prolong, releasing it when we have a title or a target of releasing it in 2 or 3 months. I can't do that. Mm-hmm. So we're at that catch-22 where a lot of these developers were probably developing a lot of the games that we're seeing today on the PS5, even though Sony had plans for the Pro to come out. And they're saying that the AI retracing and all that stuff is supposed to help it. Yeah, we can have developers release patches and they can set code in there to drop it to 60, or in some rare occasions, maybe, 120 frames for certain games. But that still doesn't fix the fact that if we're going to release a console that's supposed to do this, this, and this, and developers are creating games for now a dated console, that doesn't help us in terms of determining whether or not we should be, if it's worth our money to buy it, if we're just going to get 30 frames anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel for the developers, because we're on the consumer side and we just buying and we're not really developing. And we already see strains, man. Them dudes, they probably like, "What are you doing, Sony? You should do this years ago or something."
They have some Tyrese Gibson. What more do you want from me? It's like, man, we want what y'all promised us 4 years ago, but apparently y'all need to sell us a system that's $700 worth to get that. But
that's crazy.
Hey, technology, man, it's a hell of a drug, man. Damn, it's a hell of a drug.
That's the thing,
man. So Voter, man, you said, okay, Voter, we had, I don't know if you heard this, but since you're the Nintendo guy, we're gonna switch it back. The next gen Switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
I jokingly said if it's $4.99, the internet is gonna set on fire. But if it's $4.99 and it's backwards compatible, but backwards compatible digitally only, not card based, what do you think about that? I know you're going to get it. We always mostly going to get the next Switch, but
right.
Since you're the Nintendo guy, what do you think if that's a possibility? I'm not saying it is, but what that's a possibility? And that does happen.
With everything kind of going in the digital direction, I can see it being a possibility. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I just feel like Nintendo just wants to be their own drum. And the one thing they have been consistent with is being backwards compatible with the previous generation. Mm-hmm. So I don't see them going backwards, but it could be. And if it would be, I feel like, it's not gonna matter too much to me and, big Nintendo fans anyway. But if it would, I would feel like the trade-off needs to be better technology and a bit stronger. Yeah. That's what I think.
Because it's pushing the limits right now.
Yeah. I think what's kind of keeping them afloat, other than just the fact that they have great IPs, the fact that they're actually making really good games. They make quality games, especially in comparison to what's been their competition as of late. That's keeping it 100. I'm biased big time, but we gotta keep it 100. Nintendo been kicking everybody behind past couple years.
They have. They won this generation. We already know that. Everybody loves
still dropping bangers.
Hey, you talking about what the games? Nintendo got the games this holiday season.
They're the only ones who got games that actually believe in that keyword exclusive, not this console exclusive PC. It's like, no, it's like if you want that Mario, that Zelda, you gonna have to go over there and get that. There ain't no other place to get it, and I respect that. Damn,
Hey, that new Mario Party Jamboree, the new Zelda dropping the month. Mario Brothers, that Mario and Luigi.
Yeah,
I mean,
Metroid.
Metro. That's gonna be a show. That's gonna.
But it's not dropping this year. Dropping next year. You know why?
Yeah.
Next year. It's gonna be.
We already know what time that is.
Yeah, but I mean, just those 3 games alone, I just mentioned, and Nintendo was smart, right? If you look at their release windows, they did ever since that Metroid mess up years ago. They said, "Oh, hey, no, y'all do that again, we killing y'all. We hurting somebody." Then it's coming out, cutting somebody's face off. What's up? They don't announce a game until it's ready. And like they announce a game, oh, you're gonna play it in 1 to 3 months, or dropping that day like that Castlevania and all that kind of stuff. You know,
somebody got that compilation though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying no names. Thank you, Nintendo.
Easier for Nintendo.
The Castlevania on Video Game Voters channel, y'all. Y'all want to see Nintendo goodness? Go to Video Game Voters. It's your channel.
Yeah, it's coming. I'm actually supposed to be working on dropping that little review tomorrow, so that should be dope.
That's what's up. Shout out.
Yeah, they got some stuff lined up big time. So they going hard. I see I think they trying to run down that PS2. I hope they catch it.
Oh, they're gonna catch the PS2.
Yeah,
they gonna catch that PS2.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What you about to say, Ness? I'm sorry, we're here. You about to say something?
I don't even remember.
Somebody said, but I do think the Switch. It says Switch 2 probably gonna be $449. I can see that. I can see it being closer up by $399, $499. I can see that in that ballpark because we don't know what they're gonna. They can release 2 different systems.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We don't know what they're gonna do because they just so like.
Man, a 4K Switch. Woo!
When you think about it, it's like when you position yourself in the market like they have, when they actually deliver games that compelling, hard-hitting games, it's like you can do stuff like that. Sony's doing stuff like that now because they're Sony and they're on their PS3 energy. They think we can do no wrong, but it's
they could. Hey, we have seen the reversals. They could turn on PSA. The PS3 generation was bad.
It's like one company built their name off of the good graces of what they did the previous gen. They're carrying it into the new gen because it's the sequels and other good graces they did from the previous gen. The other one is stuff they did this generation. And it's like, all right, we showed y'all what we can do. Now let's show y'all what we can do. We can go to infinity and beyond, motherfucker. Like that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, like I'm telling y'all, when the Switch 2, it's gonna be a wrap, bro. It's gonna be.
As long as they just piggyback on what they created, man, it ain't no way that they can lose. And I think they're gonna be really smart about it. I think they learn from their mistakes, and with the success of this, but
they got the opportunity to take it away now since this PlayStation fumble. And I'm a PlayStation diehard 100%.
Oh, we know.
Hey, I got to show that. But no, like this was kind of a miss. I mean, it was a big miss and a big risk. Is it going to pay off? Time will tell. But Nintendo, they can just come right in like, you know what? Hey,
they can win it all.
Tomorrow they can be waking up with tomorrow they can come with like a little trailer. Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, that'd be so petty. That would be so petty. Crazy. I would love it.
And I would too. Because Nintendo has never done that. They need to. Like they just need to. You know what? This was ours years ago. We took it back. Like I got something for y'all, PlayStation. Just come out. What you should do is reenact. Remember when they announced the first PlayStation? Just gave the price. That's all they should do. Announce the Switch and just get the price and say nothing else. Like that would be so funny.
They'd be like $3.99. or a tweet $3.99.
Right, that's it. Even that would set the internet on fire if they just did that.
If they tweet $3.99 and don't show nothing, and then put like $3.99 and then put a date but don't show anything,
crazy.
Oh my!
And to piggyback off of what happened today, like to really be a mic drop moment, they can be on some. And unlike our competitors,
right.
Day one, it was like, you can put. And that's a wrap, man.
So much they can do.
What they be petty and like release the information for the next Switch like on the pre-order day or the day it goes on sale, like the PS4. What if they be petty and do that? What if Nintendo decided to look up and
but you know what? I don't know if you guys caught this, but Nintendo was super damn petty last week. Did you guys see what they did last week?
No.
Oh, y'all didn't notice it?
What they do?
Hold up.
Nintendo petty?
I'm surprised y'all didn't catch this shit because I people were saying it's a coincidence, but I promise you, somebody who works at Nintendo's North American branches who are controlling their Twitter account. They're the pettiest motherfuckers I've ever seen. The day that Concord announced that it was going offline, you guys didn't see they showed that trailer for Mario and Luigi Brothership. The name of the region was called Concordia.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they did do that.
I said, hold up.
What?
You didn't see, I'm surprised y'all didn't catch that.
I saw that. I did see
That's
that.
why it was trending. So I said, what did they do? And then it showed that trailer said, welcome to Concordia. I said, ain't no way y'all did this. Literally 45 minutes after they announced that Concord was getting shut down.
That's
Wow. Look it up, bro. It was literally 45 minutes after they announced that game was being shut down. I said, nah, whoever authorized that tweet, they knew what they was doing, and I gotta give it up to them, man. Pettiest person of the year.
You know what? If they did do some stuff like that, I think it would be good. I think it would be good because then, you know, you're not having everybody talk about like, oh, what are we going to do with this PlayStation? And like, everyone's going to switch over to Nintendo. That's all they're ever going to talk about. The speculation videos are going to go crazy. What they're going to release? What's going to happen? Microsoft
is dead. I ain't say it's dead, but what are they doing?
I don't know.
They going a route where honestly they in a pocket that nobody else is in. They kind of in a good position as far as being successful. Like being able to put it on the Fire Stick, like that's going to bring way more, you know, players to Game Pass and stuff. As far as the console, I think they kind of done.
I think the console's done.
Yeah, I think the console's done.
I think the console's done.
If you're going to go in that market, then yeah, like that's definitely a market that's wide open. You know,
they're going play Xbox anywhere. That's what that is. On any device. That's what they're going to. I think that's what it is.
The cloud is probably going to be
Yeah, right. They've got a huge infrastructure for cloud already with Microsoft, so they have everything they need to make it successful. Now, whether or not I think the delivery of how that comes across to the gamer, you know, we've been so tangible on our consoles for so long outside of PC gamers, but you know, do I just go buy the new hottest TV and then just download the app and just all I need to go is buy a controller from Xbox and just start playing? Is that what I do now? I don't need to worry about having any physical media because it's all in the cloud and I can just play it digitally. I don't even have to worry about downloading it anymore because it's all cloud based.
And that's that because they partner with Samsung, so they can like put a lot of their games like cloud based on Samsung TVs. Yeah. I tried it out on the one downstairs. I'm not gonna lie, like give it another like maybe 1 or 2 more years so they can get the infrastructure right for the bit rate and the streaming. And when I played, I mean, you can tell there's a little latency in it, but I said, hey, if it's like this now, it's good about another year or two. It's probably going to be 1 to 1.
It'll be polished.
So
undistinguishable.
So now we get everybody kind of cards at the table. We have the big three. We got Nintendo with family and people are anticipating where they're going to go, but they're in a good lane. They really they heads by miles.
Out of all big three, they are in the best lane.
And then PS5 is going for they're going for the digital. Somebody said in the chat like you got to be rich, not really, but they're going for that ultra luxury type of market in a way. They kind of and then Xbox is like, hey, we want to be everywhere. You know, they spread their legs everywhere. Anybody can get
like
some.
Xbox. We're expecting we are accepting EBT. That's Xbox. That's we're accepting EBT and Wix. Like we got all
let me ask y'all this question though, right? Who wins at the very end of it all?
We do, the audience.
Yes, I know that. I'm talking about all the big three. Who wins it all? Like, because at the end of the end goal is just how it's received, how it's played. So we already know that digital is the way. Potentially, the physical media is dying. It's dying. It's a slow death.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, so the real question is going to move from, okay, now we have the digital consoles, and then it's going to be another couple of years. Well, why do we need the console anymore?
Nintendo's a lot of people say Nintendo.
It's been moving. Yeah, honestly, it's been moving that way for the past like 5-6 years now, and especially with Sony, with their initiative now, how they're putting a lot more of their games on PC. Like, look what Helldivers 2 did. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but that game did. The PC fan base was carrying that game on their backs.
Bruh. Power World also.
That's what majority of their profits came from PC gamers. So it's like, all right,
yeah.
Well, if you're in it, because now they're looking at it like, oh man, they salivating. It's like, man, if y'all are messing with that, we got some more in storage.
But to that point, the money that's being made is the game. Mm-hmm. It's the games that are making the money. You just brought up a game. What Black Myth Wukong on Steam? Over $1 billion, bro.
10 million in 3 days.
Thank you.
It's insane. It's just you put out a quality game, we'll play it. If they want consoles to sell, put out quality games. We've been saying that for like the last 5 years now.
Nintendo's ET. What they get now?
No, do not bring back Sony bio. Heck no. Heck no, man, Sony.
Well, I was
Oh,
working at Best Buy when those were still a thing, and one lady came in and she was like, "Man, I think there's some terrorist stuff going on this laptop." I said, "What?" Yeah, like she wasn't jiving with the Sony vibe at all. So that definitely ain't coming back, and damn sure we don't expect to make no phones. That's.
Is that another avenue that we take? Is that now that, well, we already know about Microsoft, but I'm talking about just in general, like, are we going to start seeing Sony PCs because the console is dead? And now we're like, hey, instead of the PlayStation, whatever, it's just going to be the Sony PC. Is that what it's going to be?
See what they did last year with Evo, right? They have specialized monitors. You see that, right? The end zone.
Yeah.
Those are I mean, they're built to take advantage of the PlayStation, but if you like look more into the specs, that's literally a PC. That's literally a PC monitor.
Look at this right here.
Yeah. I was just about to say that.
The one that wins is the one that replicates Netflix business model.
Okay. Yep.
GameStop. Hey, Xbox Game Pass is trying that, but it's not really sticking.
Well, Netflix didn't stick at first either. It was a slow process.
Yeah.
And now look at it.
But I think it's really going to be up to it's going to be opinionated, right? Because I feel like Xbox is they're going to be more like casual in everybody's homes. Everybody's going to have it because everybody has a smart TV, right? Yeah. And then Sony's going to be around, and it seems like I kind of feel like they really tread the line where they going into territory of PC, because a lot of console players, we know about PC, but we don't know about it like that. Like real gamers kind of know about it. So I feel like if they get a whiff of that, where if they go somewhere like Micro Center or something like that, and they like, you could just get this PC and just be way better. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's they getting in that category, especially getting up. It was already getting close. You can get a entry level gaming PC at $500, right? But now you up there at $700-800. You're gonna have some people that's gonna know a little bit, and they're gonna be like, you know what, I might as well get a PC at that point.
Yep. Tons of people were saying that today.
Yeah, we were talking about there through chat. I was like, because at the end of the day, we all know eventually the end point is gonna be digital, right? So you look at this $700 system, $800 if you got physical, but it's like, all right, well, I see the vision. They're definitely trying to, wean out all the physical games, try to go all digital. So it's like, all right, the $700 for the system. That's only going to be good for about another 3 years, and then you look at how the PC market is now. Because honestly, even with the PS5 Pro, that thing isn't more powerful than what I got on my PC right now. I got a 3080 graphics card in my PC right now. This still runs circle around what the PS5 Pro is going to do. So it's like, all right, you look at that. It's like, man, this thing is only be good in the market for about a good 3 or 4 years, probably 4 years max. And it's like, man.
Seems like that's slowing down now.
So it's like, man, you might as well save another $700 $1,400 and get yourself a pretty beefed out PC that's honestly probably going to be more on par with the PS6.
I think I'll give me another
Neo
Geo game.
Neo Geo game. Yeah, honestly, that Neo Geo game is going to retain its value way more than that Pro. So it
really is.
Honestly, that's an investment. Like, hey, waste money. That's an investment. So
I didn't lose no money selling my when I sold the games I sold. I didn't lose no money. Like the next one I said, hey, I'll give it to you exactly what I got it for. The other ones, same one, and boom, just they don't lose no value, but. Who is going to be kind of crazy? Oh, also too, Socrates. Yeah, shout out. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah,
Earl Jones.
Earl Jones. Man, that brother lived a good life. Man,
Conan, Darth Vader, Sandlot. Man, Coming to America, Lion King. My man had just banger after banger. Dude, and Master Splinter passed away.
Oh, yeah, that happened, right?
Yeah, that was the other day. Yeah, like great, losing all the greats.
We're getting old, y'all.
Yeah,
that's why we complain about these diskless systems. There we go.
Oh,
I gotta say that slow.
Well, he heard what I said. He was like, "Oh man, I can see why you."
You gotta say that slow. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, man.
Oh, hold on. You said a what list? No, I'm
sorry.
This?
He said, Keg said Sony's testing the waters with PC, making consumers sign up for PlayStation ID on PSC. Once they get enough people, they will try to monetize a PC player. Yeah, they really with Xbox and PlayStation. They, like you said earlier, there's no more exclusive. It's no more exclusive games. No more. Nintendo is the only place you're going to have the true exclusive. Matter of fact, a PlayStation game showed up on the Switch. Talking about Horizon, the Lego Horizon game.
Yep, that's coming. Yep.
And have you noticed what that game is mostly being marketed on? It's being showcased on the Nintendo stuff more. Have y'all noticed that?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, just like the Marvel collection. Who got that? Nintendo got this announced both of them. Nintendo got announced the freaking date.
Yep.
Nintendo on a game that everybody's been waiting for the past 12 years, which I hope I get it tomorrow. I hope I get that game soon. Capcom, please.
I already got it.
Be quiet. We know you got the old game. We know we got the old game.
Nah, I got the exclusive. I got the exclusive already. You didn't know?
No. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it for me. Hey, matter of fact, hey, when we get out of here, I'm gonna talk to y'all guys so I can sign up for that place. But Nintendo is doing it good, man. Nintendo got that spotlight from Capcom. PlayStation didn't get it. Xbox definitely didn't get it.
Yeah, Xbox never gonna get it. Like,
hey, they were the very last to get it. It was by the way, now it's coming to Xbox One. I was like,
yeah, they had to work out some graphical things.
They get all the games late, and that's the problem with Microsoft. They're not focused on the games; they're focused on the platform, and that's hurting them. Like, you can have this awesome business model. The Netflix business model clearly works, but you have to have the content with that business model for it to work. Otherwise, people aren't going to buy the subscription. Like, Game Pass is filled with a ton of great games, but a lot of those games, people are like, dude, that's not what I'm after. I want the AAA games. PlayStation has them, but they're not going to share some of those. Nintendo definitely isn't going to give them to anybody. So you got to come with the A stuff. Like, huh? Oh, bro. you gotta get it. You gotta get it. I mean, you gotta go. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this without you saying pause, fool.
And then even when they bring the games, he was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, we got y'all too. It's coming on PlayStation before it even launches on our platform." It's like, well, damn, you didn't even give us a 6-month grace period. Damn, that's some nasty work right there.
You know what? That's gone too.
Yeah, what? Indiana Jones.
The grace period. Look at Indiana Jones. They said we're not making no money off of Xbox. We're going to switch over to PlayStation. And you know what? These newer games are started going to be like, hey, PlayStation Pro Enhanced, PlayStation Pro Enhanced, PlayStation Pro Enhanced. I mean, you got to. The sticker shock is crazy. $700 is, like I said, diabolical. Add the disc drive, crazy, right? I really do feel this system is going to sell out because PlayStation is going to be smart. They're not going to release a whole bunch of systems. They're going to release a small amount, and it makes the demand like, oh, I need it.
They're going to create the FOMO. Yeah.
They're going to create the FOMO. They're going to do what Apple does. Apple does it every freaking year. Pre-orders go on Friday, right? Oh, you won't get your phone to the end of November. And then all of a sudden, here comes all the phone. They're going to do the same thing. Like, watch, when this first line, the people who said they're not getting it, all right, cool. And then once they sell out, and places come like, look, all right, you want it? You want it? When you don't get it till like January. And they're going to create that demand. And they're going to start, they're going to start like, say, hey, oh, GTA 6, Indiana Jones, whoever, and some other stuff, PS5 Pro Enhanced. They're going to start showing it. People like, I hate y'all, but I got to get it. And you know how we are gamers. We once we get a little taste of something and we can't get it, we go crazy. Look at Concord. Nobody bought Concord until it's sold, until they say we're taking it away.
Please, I hate Concord. Oh, it's shut down. Now I got to get it. Them Concord controllers set on PlayStation for like a month. Nobody bought them. Oh, now look at them.
They $150.
They about $200 now, $200-$300.
Yeah,
I've seen some resale on Macari for $300.
Steve came to the crib. He was like, he came over to grab some food, and he was like, "Bro, you get that Concord?" I'm like, "Con what?" I'm like, I didn't even know about the game. I wasn't even hip to it. He was like, "Man, you need to go grab that. It's about to get off the shelves." I'm like, it just came out, and they're already pulling it. Why? Like, the game's not good.
I went to Walmart the other day. I placed an order online. I tried to get slick. I ordered it, put it in, and they canceled the order. So I went to the local one. There was one in the store. I'm like, all right, bet. When they scanned it and that lady made a face, I said, nope. Because somebody was already telling me on Instagram, you ain't going to be able to buy it. And I had a feeling that was going to happen because everybody's like, oh, no, it's plenty of copies. I'm like, no, they're pulling them off the shelf and they're going to send them back. Or they're going to destroy them. It's going to be one or the other. They're getting the credit, but they definitely pulling them off the shelf. So,
like, like somebody up top had to have like really put the fear of God into somebody for real, because I have never seen that for a video game. Generally, they'll leave them like lying on the bottom shelves at a Walmart, and they're like, "Hey, we can't sell this." But no, it's like you cannot touch this game. Like, you know, it's like that. And when we went to the Walmart, because he was like, "Man, you can go to Walmart and let's go pick it up. Maybe they got a couple of copies." They didn't even have a tag. They didn't have a label. They didn't even have an empty spot of where it was. It was completely gone. I got online right there in store, said I could still order. I ordered 2 of them just to see if I could get them. And them jokers came in 2 days later. And then everybody else that I heard like that ordered a day after me canceled. I was like, wow.
I ordered the same exact time he did. He ordered 2, I ordered 1. Cause I said, you know, I am gonna grade mine probably, and also too, I'm probably gonna send this in this Capcom Fighting Collection, which I had this for a while, which is now like $50 to $100 game because of Marvel vs. Capcom Collection. But and
I still got mine on Switch.
And also, I don't plan to sell it because grading because I'm not gonna buy that stuff back in the future. But I just want it for history. But my stuff say, "Oh, it's gonna be the next." That's I can have a track and all that kind of stuff. Man, that stays it just stayed there. I like, oh, I ain't getting this game. 2 days stay like that. He got his too. I was like, I ain't get mine. I said, luckily, I went into GameStop. They had this one freaking copy. And I was like, oh, let me get it. Dude, oh yeah, somebody picked their pre-order up. I said, okay. Every GameStop within 150 miles did not have that Concord game. I was like, what?
Man, that sponsorship's really helping you.
I know, right? So hey, I said, give it to me in this. So I can put this in a pre-order bag so I keep it nice and clean. Hey, everybody talking about GameStop sponsoring me. Shoot, GameStop need to come on sponsor, brother. Shoot.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Hey,
GameStop actually did good. Their earnings wasn't bad.
And people are excited about the GameStop.
Their earnings call was not bad. Don't get me wrong. Like year over year. So they did like 1.1 billion in sales globally last year. And it was like a 31% decrease. It was like 780 million that they did. Mm-hmm. But this was the very first Q2 in a very long time that they were actually profitable in profit. So profit, net profit.
That's why probably was pumping it, man.
Well, the reduction of their stores So that's helping. So they're reducing the overall cost of overhead at the stores. I mean, that sucks for the folks that lose their job, or hopefully they're just being relocated.
So you say when somebody said Cuckoo, I thought they were talking about them Jordan 11. Hey, I thought I was talking about the Jordans too. Nobody wanted to play that game, but like I said, that game get thrown away. Oh, Video Girl voted. I want to ask you about the GameStop retro in your area in just a minute. But Keg, he said this: you cannot let the PS5 Pro be successful, right? It will set a precedent for the future and the next generation of console price. The next Xbox and PlayStation will be pushing $1,000 if it sells.
Good point.
Hey, only afford one Neo Geo.
No, considering that collection. You afford quite a bit of them. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? He can afford quite a bit of Neo Geo. Yeah, he talking about this brother got like over 100 games of Neo Geo, and all of them like $5,000 a piece.
No, they ain't. Don't you start this BS.
Yes, you do. You do. Hey, I went over his house the other day, man. I said, yeah, I want to see his collection because he got me. I was getting out. This fool dropped me back in. I was like, yeah, man, I paid $7,000 for this one. And this right here, this $8. This right here, this was $650. He said the cheapest game he had was $3,000.
Chat, nothing but lies this man is spitting right now. That is not true. I ain't paid nobody $7,000.
That's gonna start getting to the point he gonna start charging people to come in his house and look at them things. He's like, you want to see this? It's like, nah, $10, $15, $100.
Hey, shoot. Hey, Ness got guns. You better not try that.
Got this motherfucker. You want to look at
it? Ness go shoot somebody over the door in Neo Geo games.
You catch me on. It depends on what night. It may not be the gun. It may be one of my samurai swords. You never know.
Slice. So come on in. Hey, and don't forget this is Texas too, by the way. So hey, gun law.
Legal to carry my samurai sword in the street. That's right.
You know, to catch me outside, girl. Well, Ness is to catch me inside now. So
he be like, she.
Be like Naruto in this mug.
You're like, hey, when Trump killed Frieza, he like, shh. He like, this blue boy. That's not gonna be. But hey, Votary. So how is the GameStop retro in your area, bro?
Bro, I went out there last week. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shoot some content. Found, I think it's like 4 in the area. They all like 20, 30 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
So I picked the one, I guess the closest. Garbage.
Garbage area.
And like, I mean, I think they try. Maybe I gotta try some other ones, but you know, it's bad. The best I seen was Super Mario RPG on SNES.
It was $99, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I was in Virginia a few weeks ago on vacation, I went down there. I don't know if they didn't announce it at that time. This was before the announcement, but they had Felix Cat on NES. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me look.
Who had it?
GameStop. They had Felix Cat on NES. Yeah. Felix Cat.
Oh,
you know, it's a $100 game. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I look it up. I say, oh hell yeah. Let me see. Then I didn't see the tag. So the girl was like, let me see. Rung it up, and she was like, she said it's $100. I was like, okay. I said, yeah, that's what it goes for.
Yeah, marketplace.
I thought I was gonna catch a slip. Didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Marketplace. Okay, yeah. But it was and we're gonna get back to this. This is a good hot take by Cincy. Man, and watch out, y'all make sure y'all go check his channel. He does like show and follow his Instagram. He will definitely show you guys if he got some good value about stuff like Walmart or anything to get on discount. He's on it quick. So y'all follow Cincy Game Honey. He's the deal, especially on Instagram. But he was talking. But he said hot take: Sony will end up selling a model with a disk drive included in 6 months when the sales are underwhelming. Could do it. He could do it.
Ooh, ET videos. He hit a chord.
He said I had to pay $1,000 for my PS5.
I forgot about the folks that paid for scalper prices.
I was crazy to say that. 700 sound crazy now. Wait until they purposely and the scalpers get a hold of them.
That changes
about $1,200-$1,300.
That for scalper, that's probably gonna be like a $1,500 to $1,600 cost.
People were paying. Hey, people. I totally forgot about people were paying over $1,000. PS5s during.
Yeah.
That's why Sony
the dynamic a little bit here.
Huh?
That changes the discussion a little bit, just a smidge. I mean, that's not for everybody because some folks were finding at retail, but there was a lot of folks out there that
What
didn't.
video this gonna show up on? Cause I know some of these content creators watching this right now is gonna be in their video, so give them credit.
Huh?
No, I'm saying people who making videos secretly watching, not popping up in the chat. I said they watching this, they gonna put this in their video. So hey,
Gotcha.
they gonna see this right here, and they're gonna be in one of their videos. I'm like, oh, where you get that from? No,
it's true.
but going back to the GameStop stuff too, is like GameStop is surprisingly they changed all their prices for retro stuff like over 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. They went market price. Somebody must show them pricecharting.com and say, hey,
I'm sure.
And I was like, for once, they even got games like $129 now. Like they used to be cap out at $99, like expensive games. Remember when I got all that Sega Saturn stuff? Like,
yeah, that was
never again.
Yeah, that's
probably won't be.
You never know.
Yeah, I never know, but hey, that was a lick right there. I was like,
the GameStop Retro, it was made painfully obvious, or not painfully, but it was made very obvious during the earnings call. Like if you look into the notes and look into where they're spending their operating money at, they're investing a lot of money into GameStop Retro. There's a lot of money being invested there. There's also a lot of, because they've got $4.3 billion in cash right now. GameStop does. No debts. This is why it was all positive news that they have so much money on cash. So the speculation right now is like there's going to be some merger with a company and all this kind of stuff. We don't know. But what could it be? Could be another game related company or whatever. And then they have GameStop Retro that they're investing in. I don't know if they're going to be changing the way that the store looks. I hope they do.
Yeah, they do. The new concept store
in those stores, that'd be great.
The new GameStop, we got a new in one of my videos. I got in the new GameStop. I have in one of my videos. I have the new GameStop layout, the new concept store. That new concept store is amazing. It's amazing, and I was wondering why I was seeing PS3 and PS2 signs up. And stuff like the 3DS.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember the video?
Yeah.
I think that's the way they're going now. Because GameStop is probably going to get ready to shut down, like you said, lesser performance stores. And, he said, Ness dropping economic knowledge today. And look at my portfolio, brother.
I got a video coming next week on GameStop economics.
Let me check my stock.
I legit have a video coming.
Make sure I'm investing in the right places.
Okay, let's and besides that, let's talk about the GameStop Retro too. That blew up in the last week. Are you for it or are you for against it? Honestly, Votary?
I'm for it, man. I'm for it because I think they're going to where I go to conventions and certain games that are like highly sought after. I at least try to stay within price charting, maybe $10-$20 above, right? Yeah, kind of. That's where I cap all that. But you got some people that's like, oh no. They marked it up $50-$100 just cause. Yeah. And I feel like GameStop is gonna kind of keep it honest. Because they know they can only go but so far, but fair price, that's cool. Now you ain't gotta worry about some places, not all, but some places that try to, get that extra $30-$40-$50 on top of whatever just because you can't find it like that. Like, so I think it's good. And I also think it's gonna help some of the mom and pop stores too, because they're gonna go in there and they're gonna buy some stuff too, especially if they can get it and turn it for a little bit of a profit. I know they work together in some form of fashion.
They do. A lot of them do, and a lot of people is complaining like it's gonna put the mom and pop stores out. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a different thing.
If anything, they're gonna benefit from one another because if anything, GameStop is really hoping that a lot of those people who just have some of those older games just want to liquidate that and just get cash like right off rip, like as soon as possible. And then you turn it around and then make instant profits. Like for example, what was it? Not even a week ago when I put on my IG story that I found Def Jam. Well, I found Def Jam Fight New York, Resident Evil 4. Fight Night. like Fight Night, not Fight Night, but Def Jam Fight New York. That was $100. That goes for like $200 to $300 on GameCube.
Yep.
That Capcom vs SNK, that's like a $60-$70 game. I found that for $35.
Damn.
Like, yeah, found that for
Crazy.
$35. And Def Jam, that's a $200-$300 game. Got it for $100. So I'm
See,
like,
and that's why I say the mom and pop store is going to benefit from, because anybody that has any knowledge about collecting games, they're not going to take their games to GameStop to trade in, not the good ones. They're not going to do that. They're going to go at least to the mom and pop stores if they are. You know what I'm saying? So they're still going to benefit from that, because they could go to GameStop. You're not going to find the games Nick found last week. That's like once in a blue moon. You know what I'm saying?
In the hood of all places.
Yeah. You just
that's why you found Def Jam and the fighting game.
Yeah.
But it does go to show one other thing too. This was something I was discussing with Steve last week, was we still have a large accumulation of people out there that have boxes of old games. They weren't gamers. Their kids were gamers. They grew out of it. And then it's just been chilling in the attic, basement, whatever for years. And then finally they're like, hey, I need to get rid of this. Where can I take it? Well, I know GameStop because I know the name. I know the business. Let me just take it there. The last, 5+ years, someone would take a box of stuff in, and you would be in there buying games, and you'd see somebody bringing some old games like, dang, I'll buy all that from them. But they're trying to trade this in. And GameStop says what? Hey, we can't take all this. That's too old. We don't take those old games. Times have changed. However, that same mentality is still there. You still have those older folks or folks that don't know that need their household name.
Core memory unlocked. Madden. Are my favorite. Are my favorite. Boy, I swear, I love my people, but at the same time, it's like, hey man, y'all got that 2K11? It was like, how much? Yeah, we got. How much is that? $14.99. God damn. How much that 2K10 cost? It's $2.99. Bet, run it. I said, oh my God.
He said, oh yeah, we
$2.99.
Our people would do it.
$2.99. God yeah. I said, brother, are you hurting that much?
Well, $14.99. Don't let Voter bring out his cover. Because he loves bringing that 2K cover out.
Well, I ain't even got that no more. That's crazy.
You sold it.
The Ben Wallace, man. Yeah,
that was favorite, bro. That was
I know. I should have kept that just for the. That's all right. I know I can go find a copy. That's for sure.
That 2K was dope. They changed the game, and then Madden said, "No, we gotta lock that stuff up."
Oh.
And then now we got college football. Man, that's crazy. But yeah, so Mega, you for it, and next, what do you think about it? Yay and nay?
Oh yeah, I'm all the way for it. I think it's good.
Any improvements too? You know, want to say anybody?
Yeah, there's definitely some improvements for sure. There's tons of improvements that need to happen. So visually, aesthetically, when you walk in, if you're calling this location a GameStop retro, let's give it the retro vibe. Let's make it look retro. Yeah. I said this. I was like, man, if they were to go a step further and give it that old Babbage's look or EB Games look, that would be so fire. So fire if they did that. And then the training piece. I went to one GameStop retro and they had the tool bits to open up carts, which was great. Dude showed me. I went to another one. Dude didn't know nothing about it. So there's still some communication that needs to happen, but I mean, I think they're on the right track. If they do it right, they could do a really, really good with this, to where it puts them back in a safer place as a business. And we're not talking about GameStop's going out of business. We're not hearing that anymore. Just,
I don't think they're going out of business. I think they're going to close some stores soon. I really do think
they will continue to close stores. Definitely.
Some stores, but I like it. But I also too am extremely biased. Because one, I like GameStop. Two, I'm in Texas, so I do get like really good choices. It seems like Texas and Nick is in Atlanta, because I went to Atlanta last time. It was some good stuff down there too. So like these major hubs, like the big areas, they have stuff like
you have
this.
the biggest hub, Steve, if I remember correctly. Because one time
we're the HQ. Yeah, we're HQ.
When I was working for GameStop, years and years ago, when I got to tour that place, that shit is insanely huge, boss. But it's massive. It's massive, but in the good way.
Yeah.
But no, you'd be surprised how much inventory they're sitting on, because like I was one of those people where
they probably sitting on a lot.
I get Luigi's Mansion, Darkstalkers, Mega Man 3, like this. Just throw them in the basket, and we're sending those to corporate and to be refurbished. A lot of those are still in the warehouse, man, and now they're starting to re-release them.
I just wonder how much retro stuff they really do have.
I bet they got.
I bet you they got them housed in storage somewhere, like huge storage lockers just filled with stuff inventoried out.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even have the space for all that old stuff anymore.
I'm surprised. And like the video coming out, oh shoot, it might come out tomorrow or Friday. It might come out Thursday. I've been working on it tonight, but I got a GameStop video coming out, but I found a Super Nintendo, and I like. When the last effing time I fought, and I'm talking about a Super Nintendo, real one, you know. So like also too, guys, want to let you know tomorrow, Neo NES Mission Neo Geo is coming back, but also too, I'm gonna try. We'll try something different. I'm gonna try to build a retro collection, just buying games at GameStop, just retro games, and see how big we can get a collection. So,
dang.
So we're gonna see.
That'll be what's up.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I don't know how long it's gonna go, but we're gonna. I'm working on that. Yeah, because. I just want to see what I can build, what I can get. I want to at least get one game from every system.
Except Neo Geo.
Yeah, except Neo Geo. Neo Geo, boy.
Well,
I asked up in there. I did. I asked GameStop Retro, one of the stores I was at. I'm like, hey, you guys wouldn't happen to be getting any Neo Geo? Oh, well, let me look in the system. Well, I don't think yet. I'm like, yet?
He's like, what keyword?
Question mark. What do you mean yet? I need to know the specifics behind your yet. Are you just saying yet just because you can get me out of here? Or are you saying yet because you got something at the warehouse that's been long lost since the old Babbage's days?
Sure, and y'all might pop up like,
it's freaking rap, son.
You gotta hit it with the Drewski. Like, what you mean by
I'll wipe out this whole game room.
Except for the Neo Geo stuff.
Except for the Neo Geo section. I'll wipe out the rest of this Joker real quick for a Metal Slug from GameStop.
Hey,
don't play with me. I'll get the rest of these back any day.
Hey, okay, y'all hear me on this, because I while everybody playing and talking about GameStop Retro, them jokers are sitting on a lot of PlayStation 3 games. PlayStation 3 store is still open, but when that joker get ready to close, the exact same thing that Xbox happened is going to happen again to PlayStation 3 like it did a couple years ago. Trust me, those games, you better be stocking up on Xbox 360 and PS3 games. Now, the Xbox 360 games in GameStop, they're not the ones that are expensive. Those are gone. You can't find those. I barely found Naruto again. It was like $24. But these PS3 games, man, y'all don't sleep on those.
Hold on. Okay, so here's this point.
Okay,
we're putting more PS3 games back in circulation now.
Okay,
because they've been chilling at the warehouse for a long time. Yeah, they just started cycling some of that stuff out, but now we got more games going back out in circulation. Do you feel that could weather the blow of you got to get this game now before it's gone and all that, because GameStop's going to have so much of that inventory?
Some of it,
absolutely.
Yes and no. The yes and no, because like the people who are anti GameStop are not going to get them until they're gone and be mad about it. But the scalpers and the people who love GameStop, they're going to buy them and put them on eBay and it's going to go up. But also, way GameStop working right now, they could be waiting and looking at these prices, because remember that game Nier that you couldn't find it?
Yeah.
Yep.
That game is in every freaking GameStop now. Remember, like Yakuza 3 used to be, so that's at every GameStop now. So what is the game that is going to be really good, a hidden gem that's going to be like, oh, this game used to be $10, now it's like $80. You know, like Armored Core or like NFL Blitz 2. You know,
well, we already see like NCAA football 14 dropped like a rock.
But it dropped to $50 though. It ain't 100. It wasn't 119 like it used. It was 119. Then it went to 89. Then it went to 49. Because I kept trying, and also too like trading in the values and stuff like that. So these games, and then also Get this, video game voter, he can speak to this. Those are Wii games. He got a full Wii set. Wii games may come back to be the NES games from now, and GameStop gonna have to sit on a ton of those. He already know.
Dude, will
tell y'all from when I was finishing up this set and just kind of just paying attention. I always pay attention to the market. Some of the games coming down, but some of the games that I know, unless you're going for this Wii set or you reselling, you don't know nothing about that game. I'm noticing like those are like in carts and selling out. I'm like, and I'm starting to see more people since I put my video out. More people like, oh, I'm going for a Wii set. I'm going for a Wii set. It's not like a great deal, but it's going to have its run. And yeah, GameStop going to definitely be the place for that. Now it makes me wonder, since they're going back into this GameStop retro, and obviously they're changing their prices on stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that is going to play a role? Would it seem like they're trying to be right around price target or quote unquote fair market value?
They have been fair market value, but when they fair market value, right, it's people are going to catch on, but who's going to catch on quickest? Like we're going to notice, us and the scalpers are going to be noticed, but every day, people who walk in there, like I saw some teenagers sitting in a huddle on their phone, laughing and giggling. Where's the other GameStop? Where's the GameStop thing? Where's the new GameStop retro? All that stuff. They retro could be Wii, and they say, I want to play these PS2 games. A lot of people who work there, they weren't even born when PS2 and Super Nintendo and stuff. They're like, oh, this thing.
If I remember correctly, every 10 years the cycle resets. So what is to us within 10 years will be retro to somebody else. So now we're hitting the cuffs of like Wii 360 and PS3. So that's definitely
just like I see it. Just like a prediction.
Us older cats will make out on the stuff pre that generation.
Sixth generation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then like while I was telling Ness, I was like, this is one game I was like, be on the lookout for. The sequel just came out this week, the Space Marines 2. The first one on PS3 and 360, that Joker's going up in price. Like I'm looking on Macari right now.
Space Marine.
Now, the Warhammer 40K game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going for. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh yeah, go down.
$75
right there.
Oh
that's
shit,
going up in price.
I know what other games did. I need to go.
I waited on that. I sold that a couple months ago.
I'm trying to see if I had it on the shelf.
Dude, that is.
I saw that in Goodwill last week.
Yeah, you should have bought that joke. Buy as many as you can because that joke is skyrocketing. Because with the success of how the second game did, now people's all right. Now I gotta go back and play. Now I gotta go back and play the first game, and you can only get it on PC, 360, or PS3. And some people don't have a PC, so it's like, guess what they're doing? Going back and getting the 360 or PS3 just to play that one game, so they can prep for the second game, like clockwork. So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
Oh, yo, hey, it's gonna go up. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of games that's gonna do that, and you don't even know what games are gonna do. You don't even know what games are gonna pop off next. You don't know. You don't know. Like, who would thought this? What is this game right here? Hold on. This motherfucking game. This freaking game right here is Fatal Inertia.
Man, I was so mad about that.
Yeah,
I still didn't get that game.
Plenty of those. What's it going for now?
I think it was over $100. I'm gonna see. It was at one point over $100. Let me see what it is now. I'm gonna test that and see. Because I like it. I like games like that because it reminds me of Wipeout. Oh, this game it came out. It came out a little bit.
It shot up like a mofo.
I found the PS4 version of GameStop.
That too, yeah, Deadpool.
The movie was good though. The movie was good.
$100, right?
Yeah, but what? Deadpool? Yeah.
I think the PlayStation version is more though.
I found the PS4 version like 2 weeks ago for like $80.
Let me tell you what jumped up in value. And I didn't even know this thing jumped. I got this right here.
The Gears. I had that too.
This right here, this is like a $40-$50 game now.
Did you get that from Curtis?
No, I got. Okay. You sold it to Curtis?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's when I first started collecting Neo Geo. I didn't know any better.
This is a $70, $50 to $70 game now. This collection, this part right, this collection.
I should have kept it. I'm so bad.
And the thing that I liked about it the most that was unique, the DLC code for like the in-game weapons, it was engraved on the card itself. I said, damn, something told me I should have kept that. That's a cool concept. That's a cool concept. I should have kept
it. Look, somebody said Fatal Inertia was $199 when GameStop was blowing 360. Yeah, it was. Nobody was playing it. No one playing this stuff. Man,
Are they playing it now?
No. It's valuable. It's valuable.
I like that name, Boosted B18C5. He got a GTR. I know my car, son. Shout out to him. He got a GTR motor in there. It's been a while since I've been buying American cars, but that's a Honda motor. That's a GSR. That's what I meant to say. He know what I'm talking about. Yep, GSR. You got GSR, I guess. Who is boosted?
You Skyline 34?
No. Boosted B5.
Yeah, what about it?
That's a,
that's what he got in his picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Type R, yeah.
Type R. It's a Type R.
Type of R.
Yeah.
That's nice. Them Type R's ain't no joke.
Bring me back my Honda days, man.
Man, dude, I had a Civic Si, man, lowered with the 16-inch bronze rims. I had the Apex exhaust. Man, I thought I was really doing it back in the day.
Those Civics used to go hard back in the day, Pauls, but these were good, man. Hey, them Civics, the Civic's still good. The only Honda I hated was, I think it was like the 2012 or something like that. It was one that had a weird body style.
Yeah, they were ugly.
It was ugly. It was so ugly.
Older body styles are so good.
Okay, speaking of good cars, right? Remember when Lexus brought the first IS?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That thing was funky. That thing was so... People are still paying some money for them first ISs.
Yeah, they nice.
So I saw an R34 last Saturday at Found It.
No, you didn't.
Blue R34. Just chilling. He whoever had it had the wheels cambered in and lowered. I was like, I'm not on the R34. No. Like, no. Yeah, don't camber the wheels in. Like, but it is what it is. It was nice though. It was nice.
Yes, that manual IS. That manual IS was nice.
Oh my god, yeah, they were so nice back in the day. They still
nice. I always remember that iconic yellow IS. Everybody wanted that.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted that joint. I wanted it, and I can even drive manual. And physically, I can't drive manual, but I just think it's so nice. And then they brought the automatic, and it was good. And then when they ISs are not like they used to. I mean, I had one, and I was too big for it. I was like, this car. You remember when I had the IS for a couple weeks, and I couldn't. I said, I got to change this thing out because it was just. It also was drinking too much gas because I drive a lot. Yeah, I definitely need like a electric car. But man,
if you have any dope style car from like any of the popular video games, what car would it be?
Right here. Right, popular games.
I had to say NSX, man.
What? Okay, so let me ask you this question: what car? My man, he already went to the BMW M3 GTR, bro. That was my car.
That's my car, right here.
I wanted those so bad after playing Most Wanted, bro.
This is my number. This is my top 3. This game is in my top 3. If we say, what's your favorite game? This is in my top 3.
That was one of my favorite racing games.
I popped this game in. It still holds up. The soundtrack is banging. The storyline is good, but it's cheesy though. It's cheesy.
I mean, it's a race game. What do you expect?
But the mechanics, I could play this thing over. I think this right here was the pinnacle of Need for Speed. Right here, this is a little bit better than Underground. I would think.
Okay. Don't get me wrong. Most Wanted was dope, but Underground kind of set the tone for like the street racer. You know, you're modifying your cars. I mean, you had Snoop. Snoop on the soundtrack, man.
Well, you had
Midnight Club. I see that.
Okay, let's agree. Like in Need for Speed games, these can easily swap number 1. Easily, this can be somebody number 1, or this can be somebody's number 1, or the original can be somebody number 1. This is gonna be these two gonna be the top 3 of Need for Speed games. Nobody, we want these Need for Speed games back now. These games right here.
I lived and breathed that Nissan 300ZX, bro. Like even to the day, I was like, and I've seen plenty of them on the road. So I'm like, damn, that was my dream car back in the day. Honestly, I still kind of want one just to have one.
Blur is good too. Blur is underrated, and Midnight Club 3 is good too.
Split Second's pretty good too.
Yeah, Split Second is really different.
A lot of people don't talk about Tokyo Street Racer.
Tokyo Street Racer is good.
Oh, that was a game. That's right.
Thank you, Devastator. He said that Lexus LC 500 from GT7 is must. Hey, I still want a Lexus LC. That LC5. Whew, God. Boy, I drive that. I drive that with boxes going to give me hamburgers all over the city. Get a cheeseburger.
When I get done with Neo Geo, I'm going after my dream car. So,
well, just sell your Neo Geo and you'll get it. All your games.
No.
Yeah, he's like, nah.
I mean, but hey, no. But joking aside, if you did sell all your Neo Geo games, you could get it if you found a buyer.
I could. If I sold them all right now, I probably can go get it.
Yeah, if you found a buyer, but you wouldn't want to do that. That's a lot. That's like hard right there.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, you know what? No, it wouldn't actually. The price they've gone up. The prices of the car. For those in the chat that are wondering what car, a Nissan Skyline GTR R34 V spec,
purple,
midnight purple 2.
I want the blue version. I either want that one or I want the brand or a brand new. I want the Nismo edition. The Nismo. Oh, Nismo. Yeah. Oh.
He's a Nismo.
Nismo. I mean, yeah. Boy, hey, dude. Whew, that cost. This year's I didn't like the color scheme of this year, but it was one year that was like white and black edition. It was so fun.
Oh yeah. That was nice.
But this year's is like blue and like some kind of color. It's I gotta look it up and see.
I saw like a AI rendering where someone kind of blended the R35 and the R34 and they kind of meshed together. That was the dopest design I've seen. I'm like, I would buy that. Like, but you know, they want to keep doing this round bubble thing. I'm like, come on, give us some aggressive lines.
They've been having that for the last 6 years? No, 10 years since they redesigned the whole GTR. They've been having that. Like, yeah, here it is, right here.
Red Sea Gaming.
What is it? I heard GameStop gonna start selling Nissans. Little boy, please let them jokers start selling it. Right here. See, look at this right here. Here it is, right here.
Start selling Volkswagen.
Oh yeah, that's their. What color is that? That's the.
I like it, but is it still like?
That's their like performance color. The Nismo official. Yeah, that's way too expensive though.
This is the one I was talking about. I want this one.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's the 2020. I want that one right there. That joke is clean.
Mm-hmm.
Or get that right here and get it wrapped. Because look, there ain't no difference between that and the 2024. So it's really
nice. It's not too much of a difference. Yeah.
No,
they only did like the color scaling.
They don't change those at all. I mean, but it's
technology inside probably a little bit.
Oh yeah, boosted. Yeah, I saw that. That was fire. I think that dude was in Canada, right? I think that was a video. Yeah, the dude put a R34 chassis on a R35.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he had to do a lot of modifications. I think he was out of Canada that did it.
Yeah, these cars, these $1 million cars, what is called like 250,000, maybe 300 now.
I would get it used. I'm not buying it brand new.
I mean, shoot, you probably have to buy it. You can't find that car used. You probably find it, if it's used, it's gonna be like 200 miles on it. Those cars right there. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't have a waiting list. It just
like that particular version, probably. That's why I just want the R34, man. That's like, you know.
Yeah, but it's street legal here in the United States still. Yeah, it still is.
Now it is. Yeah.
You gotta get switched over too, don't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, you got to get the registration and all that. You got to get it through customs and all that stuff.
Would you switch?
No, you don't. You can drive it right hand side.
Yeah,
I've seen a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Right
hand side.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there are companies that can do a conversion, like for, like in the UAE, they have to get them converted. So like if they'll get R34s done in Japan, and they've got a company that make them look like they just came from Nissan. but it's just a left driver side like it is in the States.
Some jokers still set. I'm looking at one now. They still $70,000 to $100,000.
God
That's crazy.
You got to get
damn.
them
Value.
JMD Expo. They still got some. They got a lot of nice ones. They got silvers. 180 SX. They got
It's all about it, man. Games, cars.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it all blends together. Guys and their toys and girls. Guys and girls and their toys.
It's the old saying, like, even though a guy gets older, his toys gets bigger. So that's all it is.
Look at it right here. Look at this. 90.
Damn. What is that?
96.
2002?
$96,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2002.
And
Yeah.
I remember when we were going
Look,
for
that's a good starter card. I mean, not good starter, but you can look right there. If you bought it, look, that's so sexy. But that card right there, you can just do what you want. If you had the money, you can do what you want with it. But look at it, boy.
Thing clean too.
It is clean, isn't it? I'm gonna get one of these. Get one. Look at this. This is dope. This is dope. But look at these cards right here. JMD Expo. The inventories. Look at these. Jesus. Like,
yeah, I'm not looking at that.
you said cut it off, right? I'm not looking at that. Yeah, I'll cut it off, man. I'm sorry. You already got a Neo Geo addiction. That
He was like the demons are real. I don't need to see this right now.
No, bro, because like no cap, like a year and a half ago, I was like really looking at Skylines. I was like, you know what? I think I'm done collecting. I was gonna stop collecting Neo Geo. I went through like this little small phase, and I was like, I'm just done. I'm done. I'm gonna go get this car. And then I came back to reality. My wife was like, nah, you ain't getting that. I was like, dang. She's like, nah, you're not getting that car. I'm like, all right, I'll just go buy it on my own in another couple of years and just bring it home. And you're like, where did you get this from? But don't worry about it.
Don't
you
worry
still got your
about
games, boy. You said you still got your games. She was like, okay.
She don't trip on the games, man. Like when we first started dating, like the first year or so after we were married, yeah, she had an issue with the video games because I was always playing video games. Come home from work and she's like, yeah, you're always on these games and blah blah blah. She didn't understand. And then like over time she realized that like, yo, you're not the dude that goes out and wants to hit the bars with everybody, and like I don't do that. Like very, very rarely will I go to like a bar or lounge or whatever with friends, but I'm at home. You don't have to worry about me. I'm chilling here on the couch.
But here you go. Here you go. It's better ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Yeah. Which is what I learned in year 5. I was like, yeah, she'll yell at you or she'll get mad, she'll get frustrated.
Ray, what up, Ray?
Ray, look, he got that you know, he selling all them houses. So look at, he got that business profile right there. Look at him.
He got that LinkedIn profile going on.
Yeah, he got that LinkedIn profile as YouTube. There you go.
Hey man, he what it top real estate agents, man. Y'all hit him up, man. Ray for realty.
I met him when I was down there.
Yep. Look at him laughing.
Well, guys, yo, we're gonna close it out real quick, but I hope y'all got all your feelings out on this PlayStation $700 fiasco, because it was wow, y'all. I mean, man, I'm still gonna buy one. Let's go around the board. We know Ness not buying one. Mega, are you buying one?
Yeah.
I am going to buy one for all the wrong reasons. And
you said you were.
I'm buying one for the wrong reason, and it's not for me to enjoy. I'll leave it at that.
You better not buy it.
I'll leave it at that. So
I will so watch that video if you do.
Oh, boy, I hope you make some money back on that video if you do what you plan on doing.
And like I said, I found my muse, so I say, hey man, they give me ammunition. I gotta run with it, man. I gotta run with it.
Hey, Voter, yay and nay, are you buying it?
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm saying that now, but at the same time, I didn't move with PS4 Pro, so I seriously doubt it. Like that's a crazy price. I'm not doing it.
Okay. I'm going to buy this. Y'all already told you earlier. I'm buying it. I buy every PlayStation console. I do. I buy everything. I bought everything from PS1, from the new, from the PS. Excuse me, from the PSVR, from the first PSP, from the PS Vita when it had AT&T, then it failed miserably on that. Remember when the Vita had AT&T?
Yeah,
Yeah, I bought that joint. Hey, I bought the PSP Go. It was good that time.
I still got mine. I was able to hack it.
They got a decent value
on there.
Yeah, I got a portal. Yeah, I got a portal. I bought Portal day one. I already told people it's gonna be. I said it was just a fancy controller, and then people like, "Hey, ain't gonna be nothing." Then it started being good. Then it couldn't find it. Now it's like one or two every store. So, but guys, I hope y'all enjoy this, man. This has been fun. Everybody gonna tell you how can everybody find each other. Video Game Voter, how can they find you, man?
And find me at Video Game Voter on all social gaming platforms, baby.
And Mega came back for a while. He's starting to do stuff up. When you're making your premiere, man, but since tonight, what are you gonna start doing? Where people can find you?
I'm already making the statement right now. I'm gonna come out like how they be doing those NFL drafts. We going with South Carolina. Well, I ain't doing that, but but no, I've been off the grind for a minute. I got my inspiration, my music's back. So starting October, the channel's gonna be popping. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Like I've been working on stuff behind the scenes, and trust me, like I got something special going on for you guys. I got 2 series that I've been since I started doing YouTube. There were 2 series there've been 2 particular series I said I wanted to like, because you guys know how I am with like my craft stuff like that. It's like 2 things that I really wanted to do to really hone in the stuff that I like to do. And starting next month, you guys are gonna see that it's finally I'm gonna start bearing fruit of what I've been sitting on for all these years, and I just been doing stuff in the background, working on it little by little, and I'm just ready to get into it. So yeah, so starting next month, yeah, we back on the grind. I'm ready to join my brothers back in the spotlight again. So yeah, it's going down. October.
Sweet. And Neo Ness, you can't find him at the bank, but where you gonna find him?
Definitely not at the bank. You can find me on Instagram _Neo_Ness, and of course Neo Ness on YouTube. Check out Mission Neo Geo. First episode of season 2 drops tomorrow afternoon. Look forward to checking that out. And then also we've got 2 or 3 more videos coming over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned and collect and play the way you want to collect and play your games, y'all.
Financially if possible.
That's financially responsible.
It's like we offer no type of financial advices here.
Look, we gotta make a Who's the Brains, Mega or Ness, because I guess I ain't got none from the brainless. I ain't got no brains.
We're brainiac. We're a shared organism. How about that?
We equally share responsibility. So yeah, we're gonna go with that.
We gotta put links. Yeah, I'm gonna put links in the chat later on that stuff. Yeah, Neo Ness. Just type in Neo Ness. You'll see Neo Ness on YouTube. You go ahead and follow them. And somebody said pause. I love this audience. Y'all are all with it. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. It's been so fun. I'm glad to get this off my chest because we had to talk about this. A little emergency podcast. And always remember y'all to do it